The Illinois House is considering a bill that will require taxpayers to pay for abortions through all 9 months of pregnancy under the state's Medicaid program. Emily Zender with Illinois Right to Life, your organization, other pro-life groups are fighting this.
Yes, this bill will force individuals such as you and I to pay for abortions through all 9 months of pregnancy under public aid's medical program and for state employees through their insurance.
There are better ways for taxpayers to have their money spent.
You know, right now we are facing a budget crisis in Illinois. We have unfunded pension liabilities. We have unemployment rates that are out of control. And they want to focus on forcing more burdens upon Illinoisans to pay for abortions for other people.
And Emily, if this bill becomes law, taxpayers would be forced to pay for late-term abortions for any reason.
That's correct. This bill would eliminate all restrictions that there would be for the Medicaid program, meaning that a couple who had no planning, no precautions, was on their third abortion for the year could go and get another abortion on Medicaid. There's absolutely no restrictions with abortions on this new bill.
Will there be any kind of oversight?
The biggest problem with this bill is that it gives more Medicaid funding to organizations such as Illinois Planned Parenthood, which does not even have a license from the state of Illinois. So they don't inspect these clinics. The state has no authority in these clinics. So they have no idea the funds that are being used, if they're even being used well. And furthermore, in 2012, Illinois Planned Parenthood paid back the state about $386,000 after it was accused by the Healthcare and Family Services Department of Illinois of overbilling taxpayers. So we're going to give Planned Parenthood even more Medicaid money after they were caught up in this scandal just 3 years ago.
Now, this law, this prohibition, has been in place for almost, 3 decades. What impact has it had?
You know, Monty, back in the late 70s was the last time that abortions through the Medicaid program was allowed with no restrictions. We saw about 12,800 abortions being paid for at a cost of $1.8 million to the state of Illinois. After those restrictions were put in place, meaning that today Medicaid only pays for abortion if it is rape, incest, health and life of the mother, extremely rare cases. The state paid for only 280 approximate abortions. And this bill, we believe, would now bring back almost 12,000 more abortions per year.
What about these doctors who perform the abortions? I understand some of them have a checkered legal history.
Well, back in the late 70s, the Chicago Sun-Times and the Better Government Association found that abortionists were performing abortions on women who weren't even pregnant, and they knew this. So there was put in the code that Medicaid funds could not go to these doctors who were performing fake illegal surgeries on these women. This bill guts this entire code, pulls out that prohibition, and allows doctors who have lied to women, violated the Hippocratic Oath, to now receive Medicaid funding.
So what will it take to get this bill stopped?
Well, each individual person first needs to understand what is going on in this law. They need to educate themselves so that they can educate other people what's happening, what these Chicago representatives are forcing on the rest of the state of Illinois. And then each person needs to let their legislator know that they do not support this. So call your legislator, tell them that you do not support House Bill 4013.
Emily Zender, thank you so much.
Thank you, Monty.